Okay, welcome back again. It's still foggy, although all the starlings have left. Keep thinking maybe that's a hawk up there, but I don't think so. I think it's a dove. Okay, so here was my 2021 birding journal. And like I said, this was my third year. The one I'm starting this one is my fourth year. And Johnny at the junk journal shop has always made my journal. I bought the first one from her, and I just sort of loyal, and I have her make me one each year. And as you could see, it got really chunky. So, and I do have a little writing board here with a cute, look, she made this cute domino. What it is one of those wood dominoes that you can get from the dollar store here. I don't know where. And she just painted them and embellished it. So it's like a little floppy thing. Okay, so here we go. This is 2021. I think she made this with a napkin on here. And just added, it's a napkin that she put over top of some ledger appears. And then just, spine, and there we go. So be ready to dive into craziness, right? Am I right? Okay, so let's see if we can open it all the way up. So if I stay pretty much on here like this, you can see. Okay, so January. This is one of my hawks that comes all the time to my yard. If you follow me on Facebook or Instagram, yeah, the hawk is always coming around, especially this time of year. Okay, so I write down all the, here, January, we write down all of the birds I've seen, 19. What I've been doing too is on this one, I wrote how many I saw and right here so I could see which ones are the biggest months. So, but 19 this month. And this poor guy was a deformed beak. I was very sad about this. And he was just around a little bit because I don't think he can drink as well. But I notate that. I notate that too. I take notice of that as well. Try to see if there's anything super interesting. It's pretty much what's going on right now here. I don't know if the green heron's been back this January yet. He was scared away, so there was a big war going on between him and the hawk. I hope the hawk didn't finally get him. I mean, it seemed like he was too big for the hawk, but, there was some stalking going on. Okay, so I just write little notes about, what's going on, what I notice. This is some of her beautiful paper. This paper was some of the rosemary moors from the Rusty Peacock on Etsy. And she does some beautiful boil books that she, look, you can see the leaf in there. And it even has some of the leftover flower petals there. So I like that. So here's a picture of my hawk. And here, so then I got Rachel, remember she shared about that little printer. So now that just made me in heaven. So I've added him around, pictures of him from the printer. Just about the hawk. Here's a green heron. So I think what I was concerned about is that I think we had two different green herons, I think. Yeah, look. And so I looked at one when they would come, I think, well, they don't look like the same heron. And so we saw them up here on the, I say 1027, 127, 21. I don't know. That seems weird. Oh, the second, I can't even read my own writing. Anyway, so up there, and then I had this picture where I was trying to prove that they were different, as you can see here. And you can see here that the markings are different here. See, like you can see there, but you can see here they're not the same. So it's a male. One was bigger, one was smaller. I really think it was a male and female. There we go. Here's my Genco. Gene said he saw a golden crown sparrow. I didn't know if I could count it because I'm not sure sometimes about what he says he saw. He always does his pictures of a bird. He goes, oh, I think I found a new bird. It's always a starling. Without fail, it's a starling, but I counted it anyway. Oh no, orange crown warbler. I don't know if I counted that one. Let's see. It's actually called a golden crown sparrow, which lesser goldfinches. I don't know if I did a gold crown sparrow, so I don't know. Can't know. I guess I couldn't prove it. Now, Donna, hi Donna, from Australia had sent me this feather from Australia. Oh, I wish I could show you, and I don't think it's going to come up. But this beautiful, here, I'm moving it down, so maybe I can't see there's blue. Sometimes I can get the extra light on my phone, and sometimes I can't. I don't get that. There's a little navy up here, and then the blue. And she told me it was from this parrot. I mean, some of you, I know everybody's from around the world. But I'm sure that everybody has. We don't have that beautiful color birds. This is about the most beautiful one we have, for the most part, and it's not around all the time. It's a lesser goldfinch. There's our Cooper's hawk. Orange crown warbler comes. He loves to drink in the hummingbird water. And February. I skipped a page. I'm sure you love this. That's just some of the collaging I did talking about the hawk. Although this is a red-shouldered hawk. It's a red-shouldered hawk that has a nest over by where my son lives. My grandson actually took some pictures here. So we drove over there to get some shots, and that's him in the air. He had a nest up there. So we have red-shouldered hawks here too. Okay, February. Now, look, we had a huge, so you can see that we're in a corridor here because then they start to fly through all the different ones. So we're up to 24 this month. So we had a ruby crown kinglet. I've never seen him before. I'm sure his picture's coming up. I hope he'll come this month. We had mallards fly by, the red-shouldered hawk. I put him in. So, yeah. The red-shouldered hawk is just, one time, one of them, might have been this year, we'll see in a minute, but he was up on my telephone pole. But he's a much bigger hawk than the Cooper's hawk that's around usually, and I don't think he can maneuver down because of all the buildings and shrubs. So he was up there just looking around. Okay, so this is more of the book. So my little Phoebe, he's one of my favorite birds. He's out here too right now for the longest time. How much glare you got? A lot. He's a Phoebe. I love him. He comes around, but in the summer, not so much. But this right now, like he's out there I don't know if he's fishing or getting bugs. I found one picture where a Phoebe had a little teeny fish in his mouth, but I don't know if they really get fish. So this was somebody Johnny got from this little piece here. And it feels like a paper towel, but whatever they did when they dyed it, look, it looks like a birdie. I love it. She finds the greatest things for me. Isn't that cute? Looks sort of like a swallow or something. And here's the, again, so I can get a prettier picture. It's the red-shouldered hawk. We have red-tailed hawks here, red-shouldered hawks, Farragus hawks, I think they're called. I don't know. There's his nest. Okay, and this is near the neighbors where the hawk is. There's a little, in fact, I want to live there. I want to move there, but I love my yard and my birdies. And they're like condos you can buy. Problem is that they have stairs. I think it would be hard for Gina and I, so. We had a yellow rump warbler in our yard. Here's a little card of the Juncos, but see this, we had the Oregon one. It's called an Oregon, and they have all this buff down here. There's a gray Junco too that's in the other part of the United States. So that's what the picture on the card is. Here's the ruby crown kinglet taking a bath. I hope he comes back. I gotta keep my eyes out for him. Here's he was a real pretty looking house finch. Here's the little yellow-rumped warbler. You can always tell. This one's very distinct with his markings. It must be a male. But his little back right here, he's got a big yellow rump. Easy to tell then, right? Okay. I don't know if I put anything in here. I can't remember. So here, I made a pocket out of him. And here's a little card on the great horned owl. And so they're supposed to be all around here. I've seen one once in 2009, was in our yard. I mean, up on the telephone pole at night. I don't know how it happened. I happened to see him. But yeah. And, but here's my hawk that comes here, and he is, I stand up, so I hope I can see it without too much glare. I can't see because there's an aperture yet, like that. Okay, so he's a Cooper's hawk, so he's not as big. He's about the size, a little bit bigger than a big crow. It's about the size of him. So he maneuvers well around the yard. This is I believe this is the Lincoln sparrow. He comes this time of year as well. Yellow, lesser goldfinch. I just did some collaging. Get bored, I do collaging. So now we're 22 this month. And that's when the black-chinned came back. So most of the time around here we have mostly just Annas this time of year. But I have had a calliope come around, which was new for this year. But a black-chinned hummingbird came back, so I'm so excited. They're little, they're smaller, and they have, they call it black-chinned, but it's usually a dark purple in the sun. It looks black, but he's smaller than the other hummingbirds. Okay, so more of my noticing. That's also from Rachel. Rosemary. Hi, Rosemary. At the Rusty Pelican. I'm really bad at my eyes. Here he is here, my Junco. He's going to leave. It's one of the last times I'm going to see him now. Telephone pole, nut-tails, woodpecker. So I put him up. He came that month. Now, I'm so bummed out. I know it has to happen, be really unsafe, but they're going to replace our telephone pole. I don't know if the woodpeckers will come as much, because see, this gets all, the new ones, they're treated and stuff. I don't know if they'll come if there's as many bugs. See, this is old, and please don't do it. Don't come, but they're going to do that. I will document it on somewhere. Okay, so here's a little comment. We had rats come. And so I wrote a little note here. Oh, look. So this is when we first decided if our pond was going to work. So this was a dead goldfish. It was on the deck. And he was big. He was 6 inches. So this is when we first, because I guess this is what we figured out. The fish sort of hibernate in the winter. But I guess they can't really digest food like if you keep feeding them. And we hadn't seen anything. It was the first winter that we did the pond. And so we thought, well, are they all dead? Because we put like 50. There's a lot of fish in there. But we never saw them. We thought, well, this is perfect. Did they die? What happened? Well, so we didn't know. But we found this on the deck, so obviously they didn't die. So I don't know if he jumped out or what. But so we were excited about that. And as we see, as the year goes on, man, huge. We got some huge koi in there, just huge. But I think I talked about that before. And this is I can't see it very good. I tried to get a picture and tried to blow up. It's a green heron. I thought it was 8, but he went in the water. He went in the water, people, and came out and had a fish. So, I don't know. I'm kind of getting nervous now. I don't want him to eat our koi. Okay, so like this, like that. I put the bald eagle in because I had this, and he's pretty, and it's one of my goals to see a bald eagle, and they are coming back in California. They're doing pretty good, but they're just not here. But there's a mountain, the Sierra here, in Point of Education. It's called the Sierra, not the Sierras. Every time I hear somebody say the Sierras, I want to say, it's a Sierra. Such a weirdo. Anyway, so, but up at the Sierra, there's a place called Shaver Lake. And my son and his family went up there, and they saw a bald eagle. So there's some bald eagles up there. This is just, I thought it was a cute picture. So this is one of the belly band things from Rachel's thing last year. I did a lot of her challenges. I just didn't show it, but I put them in my books and things. So there's one. Oh, here it is. So this is, I put that in here because here's the bald eagle he saw. You can't see it. It's far away. He's a little boy taking pictures, so it's sort of blurry. But you could tell it's a bald eagle, the shape and his white head. I mean, it's really far away, and he uses Dad's camera, and, you know. But I was real excited. He got to see it. This was his little, he likes to bird like me, so he makes me happy. His name is Gene as well. Lots of Genes in our family. But his is pictures that he took. So he's got the Steller's jay, a robin, a mallard. This is a Swanson's thrush. That was cool. I got to identify. This is the bald eagle flying. This is he saw turkey vultures. And this is an house finch. This is, what kind of woodpecker? Oh, it's got a cat. It might be the nuttails or another one. I don't know. I should have wrote it down. Oh, there it is. Nuttails woodpecker. That's what I thought it was. Right there. So, yeah. That's my little grandson. Okay, so this is the April. Now, see, look, it's going down now. People, they're going through. And here's a little, what did I call him? The dark black-throated? No. Why can't I remember that? Oh, my. Sometimes, Pam. Black-chinned hummingbird right there. And see, he looks black, but this is all purple color. And he's smaller than the rest, a little stubbier, but super cute. So, here we go. I stole this drawing off the internet. It's just for my own book because I love it. This is one of my favorite birds, a cedar waxwing. And, you know, I can't always see them as good. They're in trees sometimes. They go through. They're not here all year. They go through one way and come back. Sometimes they winter here a little bit. And I've got some pictures in this book or in the new book where they're in the tree that's far away. But I was able to get some pictures and identify that they were there. And I count them because it's just over my back fence in another yard. So it's in my area. This also the return of these are called, it'll come to me. They're called, they're the cowbirds, brown-headed cowbirds. The female looks a lot like sparrows, and she goes and rips off nests by putting her eggs in there. Her eggs are bigger, they hatch quicker, and they starve out the other babies. So they're called a predator species. But they're pretty. This guy's really pretty. And the sun this is chocolate right here. This is all black with, you know, the colors that blacks have, like they have purples and stuff like that in there. So he's a pretty bird. He's a bad bird. Mockingbird couple here eating the worms. They finally found the words. So this year, wow, they're eating me out of house and home with the worms. We get those little freeze-dried. People feed them to their chickens if they have chickens. Freeze-dried mealworms. This was cute. The house sparrow was feeding. I think it's a courtship thing because there was no babies, so it's feeding a female. So that was kind of cute. Over here we have, it looks like a yellow rumped again. Warbler, yeah, he's got it under there, under his wings and on his rump, if you see his rump. Okay, over here. Let's see, I have a paper here. Oh, yeah, I remember this. So there was a crow in our yard, and he came and he got, because I also feed peanuts for the jays, love peanuts. It's so funny. This is what happens when you watch your birds. The jays love the peanuts. They take the peanuts, and apparently they plant them all around, so I wonder how many peanut plants are in our neighborhood, but they take the peanuts. But when they start having nests and babies, like when they start nesting, they eat worms instead. They don't eat the peanuts and the sunflower seeds. So this crow got a peanut, and he took so much work to open it up and eat the little teeny peanut out of it. So I talked about that. It went on forever. He had to really, I thought it's a lot of energy. I'm sure there was one around that was semi-open already, but yeah, he sat there and did that for the longest time. Okay, and here's a cute, I got this from a friend of mine, Christine, and I like it because it has all the tits in here. British tit birds. Of course, we don't have these birds, but they're pretty. Aren't they beautiful? All right. Okay, so this is Gino. Oh no, Jean saw the first dragonfly. What month is this? It's going to be March. See, April, we had a dragonfly already, so that was fun. This, I think, was a birding. Oh, we went over to Layton's Kingston Park. That's a little bit, it's not very far away. There's a park there. And so I saw lots of fun birds. So we saw, not the greatest pictures, but you can see this is a bush tit. We have them here. I just never see them. They're super fast, hard to photograph. So let's see on the back. I'll do it here. Western scrub jay, we have those. Cliff swallows, we had those. Swanson's hawk, it's the first time I've ever seen that. Anna's hummingbird, bush tit, song sparrow, mockingbird, and western kingbird. And red-winged blackbirds we saw on the way to when we were driving around, and brewer's blackbirds. So just made a little collage, put it in here. Okay, so this is another, they come through too. They're at the, you know, it's only been these years, there's only been one or two come through, and this is a black, what is it called? Black capped. It's called a, let's find his real name. Black-headed grosbeak. That's it right there. And another one comes, it looks more orangey, pretty. So look forward to seeing him again, hopefully. Another one of the bands. Did I put anything in here? I think I didn't. Just collage-y-uppy. Just collaged it up. And here I put, oh, he's my favorite bird. So my husband got a tattoo of him. He asked me what my favorite bird was. This is a rufus. He comes around. he comes through. He doesn't usually stay around all summer. Oh, he's just so beautiful. They have oranges and right now they're very close to the Allens, and the only difference is a ridiculous thing on their tail that you can't see. So I'll put a link. Right now I'm watching a live Allen's hummingbird cam. They're one of the few birds that, like, I guess they just nest all the time. And she has a nest going. She's in Southern California. She has a nest going on some Christmas lights up under an eave of a home, and she's got 2 eggs in there. And I watch her. I mean, she's live all the time, day and night, and so you can watch them hatch and stuff. So it's kind of fun. So here's a turkey vulture. Must have flown over. This is something. It's a baby. What is this one? Huge crow, blah, blah. Ton of babies. This is what baby? I can't remember what this is. Babies. I think they're starling babies. Yes, they are baby starlings, which seems weird. The starlings never, remember I tell you they're up on the line and everything, but they don't usually come down in my yard. But this is a baby starling. So they would come down and get water out of the fountains and out of the pond, urban pond, as we so call it. Look how cute. It's a baby blue jay. So he fell down. I wanted to get him up off the ground because there's cats. And by the way, we're going to try a new thing now. And there's like the rats come too. We don't want to have rats, but like I said before, I don't want to poison the rats because then it poisons the raptors. And then the raptors, the raptors get the poison rats, and then it poisons the raptors, and it's just sad. We don't want the raptors to die. Raptors kill rats and things like that. So I'm going to tell you if it works, but I won't know for a while. I'm going to buy some wolf urine. I'm telling you, I'm the most colorful person you're going to watch. And I'm going to buy some wolf urine. And it's supposed to be good for cats. Like, cats that come around your yard. Because believe me, cats are I'm always chasing them off if I see them. Because they're going to, obviously I'm calling the birds in and they want to eat them. Or at least catch them. So there's cats and, what's it called? Cats and rats. They're supposed to be natural predators. So if you put this wolf urine and wolf something around, hopefully that'll keep them out. And we're going to try that because I want to keep them out, but I don't want to hurt anybody. So anyway, this is a little baby blue jay. So cute, isn't he? Look at it. Well, it's not a blue jay. It's a scrub jay, a western scrub jay. I call them blue jays because it's like our answer to the blue jay, but The blue jays are much more prettier, and they live in the east, but it's a western scrub jay. Okay, and up here we have the warbler again. Oh, here they took the dirt baths. The little sparrows are taking dirt baths. Hard to get a good picture of them because there's dust and everywhere. And they didn't take many dirt baths this year. I don't know if it's because this thing, what was here, grew up really big. They couldn't see it or what. I don't know, but I was sad they didn't take them. For the year before, they took them every day at about 5:30 at night, like in the spring and summer. So I don't know. So but it can't, there they are. They're doing them right there. Got a starling here with some kind of bug. This is another one of the grosbeaks. They're sort of look like a finch, but they're bigger, and you think that looks odd. See how much more orange he is? He's much more orange here than the other one we saw. So I don't know if they got their feathers in or if they were, or what. And then this time of year, the turkey vultures fly by in a big group. It's hard to see here, but there's a bunch of turkey vultures fly by. If I happen to be outside, I see them. And so then here I wrote about him and this is another one of Rachel's, this was a very super active year. This is one of Rachel's challenges she did last year. So it's in there. Okay, so I had a lot of fun watching these. These are these starlings, and they're on my grass, and they're doing something where they dig, and they do this weird thing with their beak, and I don't know what they were doing, open really wide, and so they must have been getting some kind of bugs out of the grass, but for hours they sit there and do that. And then there's one of these, I forget what these ones are called, I don't know if they're but I love these. These are these big, huge bees that are big. I love them. Okay, this was that. Up here, you've got a house sparrow feeding a baby. So this is the first baby I probably saw, and it was, in June. And here we have just a really pretty house finch. They don't get much dew. Oh, here, look how beautiful that is. This is the western kingbird that came by in our yard. I hope they come again. Look how pretty they are. They sit on there, and I don't know what, getting bugs. They're a bug person. They obviously don't know I have worms over there, but he sat on some over the pond and probably got some of the bugs off of there. But you can see, look at how much less, 16 now. No, 15, we're down to 15. What says 16? I must have, I don't know. So it went way down from what, 20 something? Didn't even get lower, I think. So we did see a raven fly over, and I was able to identify it based on the tails and stuff. So we had a raven fly over, so that was cool. We have ravens over, if I go a city away there's a refuge there, and there's tons of ravens. But I've never really seen them. They're not really, I'm sure they're here, but I've never really seen them really close. I saw them fly over, so that was cool. Okay, more stuff. I wrote stuff about the cowbird. I wrote something here about them because I saw one fighting. Notes on a cowbird, because I saw fighting of two cowbirds pretty bad. Like had him on the ground, pinned him on the ground like I thought he was going to kill him. It was really interesting. I thought, well, whoa, are they going to kill each other or what? What's happening? Usually they don't do stuff like that, birds. But so here, there's a story about it. So help me understand it a little bit more. There's some, I think these are egrets. These egrets flying by at night. I put it on here and I don't know. There's no reason. Oh, I wish I would see these better, but I saw this guy. They come through for a second. They're called a, this is one of my favorite birds too. It's called a, I'll tell you right in a minute. It's called a, why isn't it on here? Maybe there is 16. It's called a, why can't I remember what it's called, people? Maybe I just put it there. It's going to come up on in a minute. So this is just a picture I stole off of Instagram because it's so pretty. So my granddaughter was out driving her little ATV thing she has around her dairy. And apparently I don't think she hit it, But he was flying there and somehow, anyway, it was on the ground. She said she didn't hit it, but she might have been lying to me. I don't know. And she picked it up and the thing scratched her to death because, yeah, don't pick him up. And he flew away. But great horned owl. So I wrote about it here. And then my husband found, this is a picture of it's going to be somewhere around here. He found part of an egg. It's a house sparrow egg. So I just made a little thing here. Gino, my grandson, found it. And here's the ruby crown keen lake right here. I drew the tree. I'm trying to learn how to draw a little bit more, so I don't know. Doodling. So this is, oh, the pigeons. I have the old Sousa house. There's a house across the way from me, really big 2-story house. And there's pigeons always up there, and they seem to be gone, so I don't know what happened to them. And I'm just noticing it. And this is a blue jay taking a bath, scrub jay taking a bath. I just say collaging because there's too many pages. I keep telling her, I tell her that I don't think I need as many pages because look how thick it got. But it's hard for her. She makes it a certain way. She's like, can't help it. I go, oh, I need a bigger spine. But she did make me a bigger spine, but she doesn't like making bigger spines either. So, see, down to 15 again, just small. What was the name of that guy? Oh, I really like him too. So here's this is a rufous. Look at his body. He's so cute. He's flying through because he's not quite as colorful. Right, that one, it must not have been, I don't know which one it was. Might have been a female. I don't know. Pretty. But he was only there. I only saw him a couple times. Then he was gone. Black-chinned again. Black-headed grosbeak in here. It's in my walnut tree we have. No, it's a pecan tree, and it's planted over there across one side of the pool because my husband came in with a tree growing out of a pecan, and he planted it, and now it's sort of crazy. But yeah. Only thing that grows here are things that just grow by happenstance. So here's a card from a friend. I just put it in there because that birdie. There's a blue jay with his peanut. I love this. Helps you tell you it's a map of a bird. Tells you what everything's called, and what, the crown is up here. The eye, obviously, forehead, nostril, breast, wing, belly, tibia, whatever that is, upper tail. So helps you identify. So this is our black-chinned hummingbird female. This is a flyby of Canadian geese. That one is. Here's one of the pigeons. Well, call them a rock dove, and it sounds like it's so much more than it is. House finches, house finch. So I went to a friend's house looking for she lives out in the country, and she's got a pretty huge house and a yard, and she said she has an owl out there. Of course, we didn't see the owl when we were there. It's such a bummer. But anyway, she had a lot of chickens. I thought this was a pretty chicken. This is a nest up there in her eucalyptus tree. Chickens. Yeah, that was disgusting. Not disgusting. It was depressing because it wasn't out there. House finch, rufous hummingbird, another belly band. I don't know what I took out of there, but hey. Here's a scrub jay taking a bath, and here's one of his feathers that was left in my yard, so I just put it here. And this looks like I didn't write down what it was, but I think it's a black chin because it looks like a black chin to me. Okay. Look at how pretty that is. This is an Anna. It's a great shot. This is that's another black-headed grosbeak. Look how much more orange it is. Okay, now in what month is this? This is August. Some of the orioles came through. So this is a oriole, and it's called a hooded oriole. And they came, and they like to drink out of the hummingbird feeders as well. So he's right. They come through. They don't stay. They just come through a little bit. Black-chinned. This is a baby, I think, looking for food. This is... starting to fledge here. Fledging. Another one of the orioles right there. Hawk again. So see, they weren't there for all the summer. Now they come back towards the end. They probably have more plentiful food in the summer, and they go probably up higher or somewhere because it's dangerous to come in the yard. They go in, believe it or not, they go way in the bushes and stuff, the little bushes, and they'll go rooting around. But you know, look at the pretty rufous. So to tell the rufous from the Allen has a little one right on one of these. This is the difference. It's ridiculous. On one of these feathers right here, it has a little divot in it. That's the major difference. We don't really have those here. They have them at the coast. So here are some of the mockingbird clutches. They had lots of babies, and that's just fun as a baby. Looks so cute. And I just made this another one of Rachel's challenges, so I put it in my book here. Yeah, look how cute. Hummingbird taking a bath. Here's some egg that dropped. Yeah, half of an egg, so I just put it here. I took a picture of it, put it here, and then I put, I think it's a dove egg, a morning dove egg, because of the way it looks. There's the rat. There's a rat. Unwanted guest, a rat. So we got to figure that out. I haven't seen him for a while. My husband comes with a BB gun, and my son will come with a BB gun. And the cat's gotten one. There's been a cat outside that gets one. But other than that, yeah, they're just... I'm going to try the wolf urine. Oh, look at this beautiful kestrel. Isn't he beautiful? It's one of my favorite birds, too. A kestrel. So flying up here looks like, I said I'm not sure, but I think it looks like an ibis. But hawk. Hawk comes a lot. He knows I have good space here. So it's about the rufous here. Oh, this might show the difference. The rufous, no, it's male and female, no. Like I said, the Allen's hummingbird looks just like this, and that's the hummingbird cam I'll put up. Has a little divot there. It's the only difference, but they're beautiful like this. Look how pretty. This is, I think, a starling. Looks like a starling. Crow, Phoebe. Pigeons or rock doves. And it looks like the white crowns came back in September. Now they will be here until up through probably a month or so. They'll go away, I think. Okay. Hawk. And then what do I got here? I got a mourning dove card. And I just put the, because I have got this in packs of stuff. So I just wrote on it. I want it in there. What's in here? Oh, facts about mourning doves. So it's kind of interesting, some of these facts. It's illegal to own a mourning dove as a pet, in case you want to know. They're protected under the Migratory Bird Act. Lots of things you don't know. It's in this book. Anyway, so that's right here. So we keep up with that. One of the little drakes of a mallard drake. One of those. Like, this is a card. I love this card from my friend Liz. Oh, look how cute. It's starting to come back now. The Lincoln Sparrow came back, Yellow-rumped Warbler came back, Orange-crowned Warbler came back. Starting to have a lot of new ones come back. So that's going on. It's here. And then the fateful day, our palm tree fell down in October. Such bad winds. It fell down. It smashed the shed. So all that had to be gotten rid of, which is sad because this is where the mockingbirds would live. So they seem a little sad now. There's not quite as many around. However, last month, the beginning of this month, I think, I saw some mockingbird wars going on. So they were all fighting with each other up, probably territorial. And just some cute stuff. Pigeon, he's a pretty one. Rock dove. So all my guys come back. I really want to see this guy. It's called a kingfisher, and we have little fish like that. So come to my yard, kingfisher. It's one of my dreams. This isn't something I took off the internet. It's not, I've never seen this bird, but I want to see. It's one of my lifeless birds. Junco came back. Hawk is back. And we got everyone taking, I'll tell you what, even though it's freezing, when it's freezing outside, these little guys love their baths. They come and take baths. They just are crazy about the baths. I haven't really seen I found this picture and I wanted to put it in there because I love these flickers. And usually I see them once a year, but I don't think I saw any this past year, which is kind of sad on my telephone pole. They probably never come with the new telephone pole. Lincoln Sparrow taking a bath. See a little worm here, the yellow-rumped warbler. There's the costas. I really think I've had a couple costas here. I'm counting it. Whoa, 25. This was this might be the biggest month unless December's bigger. Oh, I didn't write it down. Nope, it's not. So it's not my biggest month. So exciting. Did I look under here? I don't know. Yeah, I did, right? Oh yeah, the costas. Okay, Western Bluebird. Yay, look how exciting. Western Bluebird, and a Phoebe, Black Phoebe. I love the Western. My son, they live a block away, and where they live is an older house, and it has the most amazing old tree in there. And they get these guys come around to their house. In fact, I had a picture, I think last year's book, where you take a picture of tons of them on their roof. I thought, oh, why can't they be here? We only see them for glimpses of them up on the telephone wires. I don't know why. I have worms. So this is a Lawrence's goldfinch we saw when we were out and around. And so we went birding just around the area here, just in Hanford. So we saw a Lawrence's goldfinch, and we saw a kestrel, which was that other really pretty bird I showed you up on the line. Just doesn't look as pretty there because it was far up, and it might be a female. The females aren't as pretty as those males. And this is what? This looks like a robin. Yeah, robins up here on the line. Golden crown sparrow right there, so I count him there. This is they are taking baths too a lot, the yellow-rumped warblers. And, oh, look what I saw. Yay! But it wasn't in this tree. The cedar waxwings. I love them. That's that one drawing I stole. So they're right here. This tree is across the way about like the next door neighbor, but then the other neighbor's after him, and he has a big tree, and they go and they eat the berries off the tree. Okay, so then here's my heron right there, Mr. Heron. I know you guys are boring, but you don't have to watch this if you don't want to. I'm doing this for Rachel. So here's a heron. This is the Phoebe. He comes on even on the porch and sings to me. He's really cute, super cute. December, oh, I put I think this came with the book, so I just put it under this little flap here. There's just, birds make such beautiful feathers. And then December, we got December going. So here is this. I had a Lincoln sparrow and a song sparrow, which I found that interesting. The Lincoln sparrow is a little bit smaller than the song sparrow, and they look a little bit, I've never had a song sparrow in my yard before, so that was interesting. I have a lot of new ones last year. And he's smaller than him, so that was cool, right? Cool. I'm not really good at, I have to get with figuring it out. Because I had another song sparrow, and they had a little bit of this too, so I was kind of confused. But yeah, song sparrow. Up here's another bluebird. My husband will go out early and take pictures and goes, I don't think I got anything, but I think they're all starting. Then it's like, no, you got a bluebird. Where's a bluebird? There's a whole, when I was sitting there, I think somebody was over, and I saw a whole flock of birds flying way far away over there. Yeah, they were cedar waxwings. And so here, look at these cute guys. They sit up here. This is on my patio. And they're all lesser goldfinches. There's a flock of like 20 of them, I think. They come in, they take baths, they go away. I don't know where they go. This looks like the Costa's hummingbird drinking. And he's new this year to my yard. And then we have the same hawk. This is a, pretty much the mockingbird only wants the worms. He doesn't really eat seeds. And bunch of feathers from around my yard. Oh no, a friend of mine went to the Sierra Nevada, and I need to turn this off. I'm really sorry. Sierra Nevada, and they picked up some feathers for me, which apparently is illegal. They didn't know that, and I didn't know that, but whatever. So this, these are, look at the blue. These are probably Stellar Jay feathers, a Stellar Jay. This looks like maybe a dove of some kind. I'm not sure. This is a wild turkey feather, and that's one of my goals. I want to see a wild turkey. Here's some more of their feathers. I'm not sure what they all are. I got to find a feather identifier, but I put them in here. And we're done. So that was last year's book. This year's book is an amazing book. So let's see if we can get it all in here. It's a little bit bigger. Look at this year's book. So what happened was that Johnny at the junk journal shop, she has a lot of sales where she sells some interesting books and ledgers that she gets. How much bigger this one is than that one. So it should help me this year not be so thick. See, it's like, if you go from here, see, it's this much bigger. Oh. So this was a scrapbook, I guess. And I said, when she showed me it, I go, I want that for my bird book next year. So she gutted it and made it for my bird book. Oh, I love it. I think it's from the early 1900s or late 1800s. So look, a big thick spine and look at this cute bird plate. And this is the back. It's all embossed. It's so beautiful. So yeah, I'll show you what I've done so far. I'll just do a quick flip through because you've already been here 45 minutes. So look how cute. She put this published. Author has my name, published by the junk journal shop. So cute, with the date in Roman numerals. So here's January. So far we have 21 in the yard. These were all these are all robins in that same tree. Well, now the waxwings are gone, but these were all robins here, and there was like 20 of them when I counted them. I write some notes. This is one of her tags. I wrote about the robins right there. Like it hanging out. She didn't do any sewing on this one, so there's no little things hanging out. So here's the site I'm watching. So I even wrote about it because I have more space and I can do that. But so here's the Allen's. Looks very much like I said, the other one, the Rufus. And she planted 1 and 2. This is off the TV. And so she planted the first egg on the 10th and the second egg on the 13th. So they should be hatching pretty soon. It's so fun, guys. And they have a separate video up where she's just laying the egg so you can see. Actually, I didn't know. I thought she sat on there and laid the egg, but she sits on the edge of the nest and lays the egg, which is so interesting to me. And they look big, but it's like the size of a teeny jelly bean. But it amazes me that, and this is all made out of spider. It showed her making the web. It's really cool. If you have nothing to do, you want something on TV, put her on and watch her. Okay, so there's my Costas hummingbird right there. Well, this is one I took off of my Merlin app. So if you want an app to identify birds from pictures that you take, it's called Merlin Bird. And you can put your picture in there and they will give you what they think it is. So here's from their app, and there's the one I saw. It has the same thing here, same eye thing there. So I'm saying it's a Costas robin. And here we got the... Oh, this was so exciting. This is the gold-crowned sparrow taking a bath. There's a yellow rump warbler. Look at his rump. It's yellow. The thing here is that the orange crown sparrow, I have never, ever, ever seen the orange crown. But when he took the bath, I could see it right up here. Look. That was so exciting. I mean, just so exciting for me to see that. Okay, so this is just that belly band from last year. I have this as a bird page that I just covered. I want to write on here, but I really hope to see, these birds are very rare and they come through the valley. I would love to see them. They're the yellow, I think yellow-headed blackbird. I would love to see them if I can. This is the blue jays. They're in the east, but this is my scrub jay there. We have those. I don't know what this is. I don't think we have those, but this is brown-headed cowbird right there. Starlings, you know, most of these, I'm not sure what that. Some of these are back east. Meadowlark, we have a meadowlark here, and I've seen those before, but it's at that one preserve up the highway. And so this looks like these look like some sort of orioles maybe. This is the one. What's he called? Oh, I almost had it. No, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going to write on there. This is my very favorite bird. I don't know if I'll ever see it. It's called the woodcock. And it's usually up in the eastern United States, either in the Gulf of Mexico area or up like by Maine and over there, and mostly Newfoundland. But if you look them up online, they do cute little dances. They're the cutest bird ever. But yeah, it's right there. I might make a pocket out of it somewhere, but I just got to figure out where I want to put the pocket. So right now it's in there. She put another one of the map of the bird, but she did it on what's it called? Clear vellum? No, vellum? Is it vellum? Anyway. So these are pages. I told her not to put much on them because I just want this. She's doing what I asked, so that's cool. In here she added some. I think she added on here some of them. I think she had to add to make them a little bigger. But some, like this is from the original book. This paper here, that's kind of cool. So mostly look like this. I have a few things in here. Like I put this is a belly band, but it's. She give me that in ephemera, and it's the puffins. First of all, I love the art, and second of all, they're puffins. I always want to see a puffin, but I don't know. There's the Atlantic puffin. I doubt I'll see that. But there are some puffins that come into like Northern California by San Francisco. I doubt I'll see those too, but you never know about that maybe, right? You never know. I want to show you over here somewhere. I'm getting a handle in my room, believe it or not. See, I don't have to say it each day. I need to pick my room up. I have one more bird picture over here that has some hawks on it that I want to do the same thing with that I did with the other one. So most of this is just, ready for me to write in. What she did do, what I did like, here, I'll find the pages. I do like what she did here. I think she left some of the original scrapbook pages. I'll show you. Black-chinned hummingbird, I made that, just a pocket. I told her not to put pockets in because I want to put my own pockets. Because, it's my book. I know what I want to do. I don't think it's here now. Let's see here. Oh, look. Where God Hath Walked, and it's an old book. It's an old something, but I like it because it's how it looks, but then the little artwork there. Super cute, super cute, super cute. She's so good with making journals, guys, for if people really want to use the journals, it just depends on how you like this. I need it to be like this so I can write in it and have a lot of space. As you see, my other one's pretty chunky each year. Oh, here. So this was part of in there. This part says 1931, A Man's Prayer. It's from a newspaper, I guess, and whatever this is, only a tramp. Guess I have to read that, but I'm going to wait till I get there. And then over here, there's some more. Dawn of Peace and Victory Call. I don't know. It's in the book. Oh, 1925. So this is how funny. It's like part of something they put on there. Yeah, so in here, I'm just keeping it like this. Put some... it's mostly blank right now. I'm trying to see if she put any more other stuff because it's for me to write in and document. On the back, she sent this, so I put it on the back, and these are some of the cards. This is a lark sparrow or fox sparrow. I'm not sure if they're around here. See how much those sparrows all look a little bit alike. And here's a cardinal, which I saw once, look, when I was in Kentucky. I didn't know about the cardinals that these things go up and down. Which, duh, I didn't know that because I never seen a cardinal in real life. So that's my picture of a cardinal. And yeah, so I'm excited about my book here. This is the New Year's book, so that's it. So that was for you, Rachel. I don't know if you have time to watch this. You're so busy. It's almost an hour. So love you guys. Thanks for watching and indulging me. Bye.